Now, good morning. Um, that's a very good, maybe midnight now. Um, we're going to look into the Euro USD structure and to see what is now playing out for us to know how to uh, deal with this market. Okay. Now, before going on to the larger time frame, we saw reaction right at this level, and price rather has been coming down correctively up to this point, and we saw all this move here. And with what now happened on Friday. So what exactly is structure and price telling us? Now, up to this movement, when we had this move to the downside, we pretty much, look at this as, let me try and go inside of the 15 minutes time frame for us to see what the move is. And I hope you can see this. So what the move is here. So the move on the lower time frame, it's this one as a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 on this side to finish this move here as a 5. Now, of that lower time frame, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 here, and a 5. And it plays like that, a 4 and a 5, because if you look at, if I switch back to, like this is like a 3 here, a 4, and a 5. So if you look at it on the 1 minute time frame, how did it play out at that level? This is what I said. This is a 3 at this point, a 4 at this point. Sorry, a 3, a 3 at this point, a 4, and a 5 at this level. So let's look at the RSI. Now, if you look at the RSI at this level, it's looking as if we are dealing with a 3 here. And the way the price went before we had this low. So this low here didn't go lower than what we had here. So now it was looking like that. And let me go back to, let me zoom in again. So it was looking like as if we had that move, 1, 2, a 3, a 4 here, and a 5. So after this, a 5, that means we finished wave 1 in that degree on the 4-hour time frame. We finished a wave 1 here. So after finishing a wave 1 here, we saw this move as a correction of wave 2, which is a flag, A, B, and a C. And we were supposed to be seeing more downward move. Now, we didn't see that. Indeed, this one played like a 1 and a 2 situation. If we take this new low and this height here, to this low here, this point. So let me just take it here. So that played because this is exactly about a 50, just a bit outside of 50. So that may have been a 2. All of this may have been a 2. So we can say that if this one, you can say one finished here at this low, and we had ABC of a 2, and this is supposed to be the first move to break this low of a 3-1. And if this is supposed to be a low of a 3-1, the one going up supposed to be a 3-2, which should not violate this level here. Which shouldn't violate this level here. It shouldn't violate price at that level. Exactly. Shouldn't violate price at that level. Okay. So it shouldn't violate price at that level. And we should be seeing a 3-1 and a 3-2 for more downside. But now, these are pulled beyond a 3-2 because that is when you are counting wave. You must continue to check what exactly is happening. So, moment after you broke 85, you must know that this is not on the table and this is another structure. So, with the NFP, with the price, this is 85. The moment that price walked past that level, then you should know that this is another structure entirely. This is another structure entirely. Okay. Now, before coming to this new structure, we now know that with the way the price had gone up, the price is going to break this structure now. So this is not a 3-1 and a 3-2 anymore. So the correction for me is not yet done to the upside. That is what I'm seeing here now. And before coming to this point, I'm still coming back there. So the correction obviously is not on the table anymore, that we are going to see uh, more downside from here. And I don't see that price is coming to break this low for now with what is playing out. Now, would price be breaking up? Is looking like that. Most likely, we might be seeing a break up to the upside again. That is what is becoming obvious here from the kind of reaction that we got here. It's most likely that since price had violated the limit of a 2 for a 3-2, then price is going to break here. And most likely, price will be breaking here. But in case you are in a doubt, so, and you still think that what is going up is a 2 of the entire structure. Me, I don't see it from this price action, from this from this bullishness. I don't see that as a 2 because if you're going to even look at that as a 2, possible 2, the way we look at 3-1 and it was broken, and it's not a 3-1, 3-2, then when you do this, this is 75, 76, and this is 85 from here to this level. So once you take 85 and you breach it, I don't see the reason why you should still be holding on to your entry here. The best thing you can do is to put this at a break even. See, it's about opportunity, and you don't have to feel sad that if you had known that you would have taken your TP here in case you entered at this point. You don't do that. You don't regret. All you do, you have to play safe because there was no way you were going to see these move to the upside. There was no way because it is not complete in terms of you are trying to count a wave one, a wave one here, to finish up around this level, and a wave 2 and a wave 3. So this thing completes a wave 3, and this went up to break the limit of a 2 of a 3, 1. So that's how to look at it. Then what had changed now is that what we now presume, so let me take this out. I want you to just watch. What we now presume as a wave 2 is actually this entire movement is a correction, where this one is a flat in the middle. So is a 3 wave, which means that this one is a move, and the flat in the middle, this flat in the middle, let me take this to this side. This is the flat in the middle here. That's the flat in the middle there. So that's the flat in the middle there, which also coincide with this move here and here. So that's the flat in the middle. So that's the flat in the middle. So we look at that flat in the middle and this move. So this is actually a correction, a 3-wave correction, which is A, B, and a C. That is just a 3-wave correction. That is what I can see here. So let me do it again for you to see. This is an A, and this is a B, and this is a C. So that is the 3-wave. And of course, it's a zigzag. It's a zigzag here. So if you want to see that is a zigzag, so from here, now to this low, back to this top here, yes. You can see that's an 100 here. So it's a zigzag. So it's an 100. So it's a zigzag. Now, this one gave me a zigzag. And as we can see, it's a zigzag. Immediately, price violated this. I know the structure had changed, and most likely we might be breaking the top once more. So we must know what the price is telling us and why, even if, like I told us, we must be wary of, our entry, and at the point we want to enter, we have to be very careful to see what the price is doing. So the price now is telling me a story again. What I expected the price to do first is to break this low, and price is holding not breaking it. That's the first thing. Then to break this low. So in our move, we needed to break this low, and price didn't break it, and price is trying to react just before it to the upside. Now, that's a story that the price is telling me. That's a story that the price is now telling me. And I will now show you what the price is telling me. Now, we need to break this, and break this, but price is now reacting here to the upside. Now, if we took this as a 1 and a breach here, the price had broken it here now. So the price is going to go up. But of course, not immediately. Price may react here or around this area, come down once more, for you to still plan your exit before the price will still come down, of course. Price will still come down, of course. And you'll be able to see that, plan your exit and before you move out, before the price move further up to the upside. So now, what is playing out? Would you say now that, is the price bullish? Are we going up and up and up? You don't want to buy it. I will still tell you, you don't want to buy this. We are still seller in this. This is not how price makes a U-turn. and when they want to change trend. This is not it at all. But for sure, in a shorter cycle, we'll still most likely be breaking here. Now, we are seeing also the complex correction in the making. So we are seeing complex correction in the making. So, and I'm going to show us what I think the price is trying to do. When we first saw this zigzag here, we said this could have marked the end of a fall. And price was coming down, and I was plotting it. And immediately I got here, and I said there's a limit the price must not break. And when the price was breaking that limit here, and I said, if you are selling, get out. Now, with that move in itself, I said, this is WX in the making, and we are going to go to either 100 or 123. And price reacted at an 100 here to come down. So this could have been the first move of a 1 here, and a 2 and a 3 to the downside, breaking this structure to the downside. That I saw that is not going to play out. I said, get out. Now, the move here, of course, it's a bearish setup for anybody to have entered. And it came down and it got here. Of course, you didn't know if they were going to go further to the downside. And they made this move to the upside here. This move here, of course, you might still think that, okay, this is like a 2, just like we saw around this area, that we said this is a 1, A, B, C of a 2, and further side, and this one was broken. That's how to read structure already. So even here too, and after this move, and we saw this one as an A and a B and a C, that we know that we should not break above here if price is going to do anything. So even immediately the price got to this point and broke this top, we know that, yes, get out of yourself. And of course, the price will still make a complete structure of a correction, which is A, B, and a C here. Then you should be watching for your exit once we have a decent pullback here to exit. You see, you should have exited also with a good profit. Now, the scenario that played out is what is going to play out. I see playing out now. So this is a reaction, okay? This is a reaction, and maybe selling from here. So, and price had done this also, you know, and A, B, C, thinking that is a 2, that the price is making this. And you have lost, you think you have lost some pips, and price now broke the limit of a 2 here now, which is around this level of for that 3. If you think this is a 3-1, the price had broken it. That is how to look at it. So we're going to wait for a reaction or a retracement or a pullback now to exit the sell, because price is going to break up, and I believe it's going to break above. Now, for a 3, price may have chosen to do a 1 and a 2, a 3 wave correction, which is a zigzag, and that finishes it. And price now doing this and breaking the limit of a 3-1-2 situation in this place, I know is going to break up. That tells me the price wants to do a complex correction, which might be a 3 swing at least. So, which we now said, okay, this is a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Now, this, after this 3 swing, we're supposed to take this one as a 1. We should have a 1 and probably complete that 1 and make it a 5 wave structure to the downside, which never completed itself. Because if 1 actually finishes here, and we saw this one as a 2, then we should now look between, for what is going to be a 3 to this, will be, if this is the limit of a 1, allow me to do something. I want us to understand how to count structure as well, and how to count wave as well. So if this had marked the limit of the first wave, and this is a 2 of it, and we're supposed to do a 3, then what do you think a 3 would do? A 3 shouldn't be less than 1.1618 extension of between, this is 1, and this is the limit of a 1 here, and a 2 will be at this red. So a 1.1618 for the third wave that is coming down should at least get to this point. If we had seen that at that level here, then the third wave would have broken this and had broken this. At least this would have said, okay, the third wave would have broken that. For this one, the first wave coming down here, then what we'll now be seeing is that if this now mark at least the limit of the third wave of this structure, we should see a 4, see a 5 to finish wave 1 of 5 of that. Then do a 2 to the upside, then do a 3. I believe you are getting what my point here. So this wave that has done 1 here in this degree and has done 2 here in this degree should have broken on that side between a 1618, which is that I showed you, to get to this point to do a 3. And after a 3, we expect a 4. If you take this one as a 2, we expect a 4 somewhere around here and a 5 to finish 1 of that structure to the downside. They will now do a bigger 2, go down to do a bigger 3. And I believe that is still going to play out. But for now, we are not done with this correction. So that's what I'm saying. We are not done with this correction for now. So this correction now, it has given me a recipe of what I call a 7 swing at this point. That is what I'm saying. Because when you are looking at price, you are going to look at price with 2 possibilities, high of 2 possibilities. 2 possibilities. What if it's going to be bearish? What if it's going to be a bullish move or a cycle for now? So that is what I see. Still, I don't want to buy. If you want to buy, you must be careful knowing how to go into this buy. But I don't want to buy. Now, I see this move as a correction, just like the way I saw an X here. This has become another X now. Now, because it's going to be a 7 swing now, we had A, an X, which is W, X, and a Y. So the all 3 swing here will be taken as a 1 swing for us to have a 7 swing structure. It's going to be taken as a all swing now. So the 3 is now has become 1. So which now means that these, I will be changing something now. I'll be changing something now. Okay. So let me use capital now. This now I change something for me as a W. And this W, if I may do something, this W becomes this. That W becomes that. Okay? So that W becomes this. And what am I saying now? Okay. That W becomes this. Let me put it here. So this is the W now. So all of this now, WXY now becomes a W. This Y in the red now becomes a W here. So because they are changing the structure in a way. So now this X here becomes a capital, this and this. So this is what I'm seeing now, the X here. So our reference now, the low here the high here, and this is the new for another 3 legs. So we need a 3 leg to the upside down, or down, up and down to the, yeah. So we need that 3 legs. So this 1, 2, 3 is a move. And this is now a new X. So we're going to see this one as a 1. So if I go to the daily, let me go to the daily. If I now go to the daily, so seeing this as 1, 2, 3. So this is our new low now. Let me take this out for you to understand. We don't need this more anymore, okay? So for you to understand, what are we going to do now? So this whole structure here, so the whole structure there from this low becomes the first move now. So that triad, 1, 2, 3 becomes a move. And this now becomes the new move to the downside here. So we're going to see another equal leg of this to the upside. That's what I'm saying now. So to see that equal leg, at least at, it shouldn't be more than 100, you know, really, which is 100 from here up to this point, which is the new high now. And back to this low, which is the new low here. You're not going to choose this low. You're going to choose this low. This is teaching. That low. So now this now has shifted this, that we are going to break this, and has shifted our new level to this point now. That is what I'm seeing now at that level. So that price is likely going to break above here, and that the price is going to break above here. I don't want to sell here. It will be foolhardy now to sell at that point. So this is where I should be expecting that price is going to come to. Now, bearing truncation in the mind, I'm using 85 for a truncation, you know, bearing that in the mind. So from that level to this level, but this is the level I'll be looking at. So far, price does not break above here. Now, can price come to this level? Can price come to this level? I wouldn't expect price to do a 123 here. Which, of course, okay. This is the 123. Okay. So I wouldn't expect price to do a 123 here. I don't expect this to happen. I don't expect that to happen at all. I don't expect this to happen. So it's more of, I will now tell you why I don't expect that to happen. So price is telling us a story. If we had seen this as the first, because we're in the ending structure, and this is 1, and this is a 2 of it, and this is a 3. And of course, because of the way the price is trying to, you know, forming an ending structure, we should not see 4 breaking here. 2. That is why I think this is where it should get to. If price should come here and violate this, then the structure had changed completely for me. Price is not expected to break this structure. So 1.03700 is still sacred. It's still standing. It's still standing. So price is not going to come up here and violate structure like that. So of course, whatever I'm still seeing is still corrective in the middle. So we must understand that. So what I'm saying is that now, this is what we should be anticipating. This is what we should be anticipating now from price, where the Y now becomes this. The Y now becomes this. So that will now be a shift of the blue box. So, and this is where you must be ready to sell now. This is where you must be ready to sell. This is what I believe price is trying to do now. And this is where we must be ready to sell this area. Then the way it has closed also on the Friday, just the old movement that we had in a week, this thing has done like 61.8 in the reverse in just one day. That tells you it's a bullish move to finish this correction. Of course, it's not going to go straight up to get to this point. No. It's not going to. So it's going to finish with one, which is probably another W, X, and a Y to the upside. So that's the wave that we're expecting, just like this, W, X, Y. So, and this is now a X to this old move. So we're now expecting, this will now be a W going up, a W going up. Of course, I wouldn't expect that W going up to even break this place for now, before we see an X to the downside. We're going to see an X to the downside and then turn up again to now finish up. So I was, because the way it's been going up, this leg pretty much has been, the first leg pretty much has been a zigzag in combination, a zigzag. So I will expect that to also give me another zigzag to the upside. So if it's just going to give me a zigzag to the upside, I will expect that at least the correction here, when it's going to come to the downside, should not be less than 61.8 once it's ready to fall. So we're going to do a 61.8 of that entire structure before we finish up here. That is what I'm anticipating and I'm expecting. Okay. So now, in terms of the bigger picture now, we are seeing what structure is playing out. So, and I believe we are seeing a more complex correction. You see, all these things, they're not going to tell you what they're going to do, but reading the structure in the middle and that something is not playing out, you must quickly see. So, has anything changed for me? It has not changed. So this is a old structure and a new X for 3 more waves. So probably we're going to see 2 more waves. After this one burns itself out, we're going to see, it's going to burn itself out before even breaking here. It's going to burn itself out before breaking here. It won't break this point before burning itself out. Burn itself out, do a correction, and the last swing to the upside. And this is the level that I don't expect price. No, this is the level I don't expect price to break. Price now may react at this level. Yes, may react at this level or very close to this point. Yeah, we'll see. If you look at the weekly candle also, we are still correcting. So you can see that we are still correcting. We are still correcting. This is where we're coming down from. This is 2 here, and this is 3 here. So this is from here to this level is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3 here. So price may break this one, price may come up here. So this is the zone I expect price to react around this. So between here and here, price will react on the weekly, but will not break this place. This support is what the price will not break here, or a resistance, a resistance here, a support here. Price is not going to break it before we now see a very big move to the downside. So I think it's just a delayed tactics that we are seeing. So this is not a reversal yet. Just go and take it from me. It's not a reversal yet. So the experience that one has gathered over time is not just for fun, for the fun of it. So, but that is what is going to play out. So we are going to break this structure. Can you see? Regardless of the candle formation, the price action here, it doesn't mean that they are changing. So just like here now, we saw this price action, that, okay, maybe we are going to go down for some time, but the kind of reaction here now tells me that we're going to break up. And of course, this had been violated around this area. So we should understand that. Now, going back to now 4 hour, are we going to just begin to, even though we had seen, we have done the analysis on that time frame. I think I needed to take this one out now. Yes, let me just take that out now. I don't need that now, just for, yeah. What I'm telling you is that this is not going to be a 1 and a 2. No, it's going to break. It's not a 1 and a 2. So it is a 3-wave structure, a flat in the middle, and this. So this one is going to go up and correct also to the downside before we see another leg. This might take till around Wednesday or thereabout before, I don't know when they choose to begin to correct, but I don't expect it to break this top before that correction begins to happen. That's what I'm saying. And the way and manner this one goes up, and we see the return leg. So this is going to be if I may use black for it. Yeah, let me use black for it. We are seeing a W going up now. That is what we are seeing. We are seeing a W going up. So we might have a reaction around this area. Then we'll see a Y come down. We'll see a Y come down. Sorry, an X come down. We'll see an X come down. We'll see an X come down before we now do a Y. Before we now do a Y to the upside. And I believe with that Y, we'll finish that structure this time around and we'll come down for sure. So it's a double that we're seeing the making now. Yeah, a double that we're seeing in the making. So this may still work up a bit without breaking the top. Yeah. So without breaking the top, of course, they will fool you when you don't know the structure. They might even be reacting at this level, then you think it's wave 2. And that wave 2, they're going to break, they're going to break. I don't expect them now to break this structure to the downside with this move. I don't expect. So they might react, it might be as wave 2, but it's for you to, you probably just exit yourself, and I don't want to be in a further sell until this structure is now broken to the downside. So if I see a move, the second leg comes down, I might be looking for, to buy and take a very small risk to come up to this area. So that is what I may want to do based on what is playing out now. So you must understand this. And I believe we're going to have a good week. You can't just put yourself in just in a tight corner, oh, this is what price is going to do. You must quickly see it. Once we had these two, I was supposed to, and I was expecting a 3-1, then once 3-2 is not respected, then the structure had changed. Then you quickly have to have a good look at the whole picture and see what is happening. So now, what is happening here now? Let me see. Let's go inside of it here and see what is happening here. Of course, it might be playing out as also a zigzag, where we see this one as a five wave structure, and the one in the middle might be a flat, and the last one, of course, might also be a five-wave structure to the upside. So that is the way we're going to see. That is what we should be looking at now. So let's look at 1 hour time frame and see what has happened here. Now, within 1 hour time frame, of course, there's no way you will know that this is what is going to play out. But now, looking at this, this is a 1 and this is a 2. So this is a flat in the middle. After this move, this is an A and a B and a C. So that's a flat in the middle. Rightfully so. This is like a regular flat. Yes, a regular flat. We have, of course, this one can be a 61.8. This is an A, B, C. That's a flat in the middle. Now, after that flat in the middle, we are seeing this is the third wave here now going up. So let's look at 15 minutes time frame. I'm just breaking that down with what I can see now. So once this one is violated, I can see clearly. There are levels that once you see violated, then you quickly recalibrate. Yes, you have to recalibrate. And that's one thing about it. So you have to be smart. You have to be smart. So this one went up, you know, also like a five wave on the 15 minutes. If you go inside of a 5 minutes time frame, you will see that this is a five wave structure, whereby this is one and this is a flat here, one A, B, C, even this one in itself, and a 3 and a 5. So let me go inside of a 5 minutes time frame. So for you to see what that is a five wave structure. I will soon be ending, but this is necessary for you to see how things can change. So now you can see it better now. 5 minutes time frame, A, B, C, and the beginning of a 3, and from here, a 3, 3, a 4, and a 5. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Now that's a 5 minutes time frame. So a 1, A, B, and a C to finish a 2, then 3, 1, 3, 2, then beginning of that, finishing 3 here, this is a 4 and a 5. So as finished this one. After finishing this one as a 1 here, then we now have another wave 2, which is A and a B on a time frame. On that time frame, the A, the B, and the C here on that time frame here. So that completes another wave here. Then we now had this move to the upside. You know, we're trying to do, you can see that this one even broke lower here. So then this is a new move now of the 3. This is wave 3 now. This is the wave 3 that is unfolding. So if this is a wave 3 that is unfolding, so we have to follow it to the upside. Let me go inside of the 15 minutes. So that's the wave 3 that is unfolding now here now. This is 1 and a 2, and wave 3 is unfolding here. So we're going to see what is going to play out here. So it's just a beginning of that wave, and we should see it burn out. We should see it burn out. You know, we should see it burn out. So the way this trade had gone up, we should see what is going to happen to these as it's trying to do a sort of divergence here. So if this one does a divergence here, because we are within the wave 3, this might just end a 3-1 for us to have a bigger 3-2. Maybe on that bigger 3-2 correction, we might look for an exit if we are selling to exit, or we might wait for it to complete that leg of W to the upside before exiting. So you still have many opportunity of exiting before price sailed further to the upside. So I think if price should pull deeper, if you should put a deeper correction, it's best to enter at that level to look for your buy and exit your sell. But we're going to wait until this one is done. So it's still unfolding. It's still unfolding. Of course, we're still going to see more high. We're still going to see it's still going to go further up. That's what I'm saying here now. On the 1 hour, you can see 1 and 2, and now a 3. I'm yet to see something that looks like a 3-2 now. I've not seen a 3-2. So this 3-1 should burn itself up out, you know, and probably at this level, it might be reacting or just slightly above it to come further to the lower, to come more lower, to pull back to a 3-2 and a 3-3. So we might be seeing a slightly break above to finish this leg of W. So once that happens, we might see a deeper pullback of a X before we see a Y. So that is most likely going to play out that way. So for now, this thing is in a shorter cycle, a bullish cycle. Shorter cycle, a bullish cycle. That is what I can see. You don't want to hold your buy for a long time. You don't want to do that. Again, I will be waiting for reactions around here to confirm that we're going to break above. So once we break this level, then I know that they're not going to play gimmicks. They're going to break above. So this is the first confirmation here that the price is going to break above. And at this level, once we break this limit, then that will be the second confirmation that price is going to break above. So once we take this out, of course, I don't have to close myself. I should be looking for a deeper pullback to an X before we do a Y. So I think pretty much that's it. Okay, bye for now.